Welcome to the Solice Spot, where thoughts on life, leadership, and purpose are brought to you by CLS Leadership Solutions, leading today for tomorrow. Cedric Solis here, and I want to thank you for joining me on another episode of the Solace Spot. Today's thought on life, leadership, and purpose is listen to the smallest voice. It often provides the biggest success. We all encounter situations and circumstances where we are faced with a decision to make. Sometimes it's a big decision, sometimes it's an inconsequential decision. At least that's what we think. And just as we're about to make that decision, or just as we're about to act on a thought, something speaks inside of us. This little tiny voice speaks inside of us, and it tells us to do the exact opposite, or it tells us to adjust it a little bit. You were about to say something a certain way, and it says, you probably don't want to say it that way. You were about to run that yellow light because you thought you could make it, and it says, you probably want to stop here. It shows up at the most random moments. And when it speaks to us and we listen to it, we experience success that is unparalleled. And sometimes we recognize that success, sometimes we just chalk it up to an inconsequential happenstance. But when we don't listen to that little voice, we often experience challenges. We often experience problems that were unforeseen as a result of the decisions that we were getting ready to make and we did make. I challenge each one of you today to spend time with that little voice when it speaks to you. Pause for a second when you hear it. Really listen to the wisdom it's providing you because that voice speaks to us differently than our pride does. It speaks differently to us than our ego and our fears do. I challenge you to spend time with that voice because when you listen to the smallest voice, it often provides the biggest successes. Thank you for joining me on another episode of The Solid Spot. Lead better today so that you can lead with excellence tomorrow.